Well, just got back from my dad's house, and we fell maybe. We fell maybe 15 trees or so, somewhere around there. A couple of really big cedars, maybe 8 other decent-sized alders, and a maple, and some fir trees. Boy, silly puppy. It's hard to film with you acting in the background. And then a bunch of small little ones. So we fell maybe 15 trees, somewhere in there. Anyhow, on the real big ones, I had to put in my 3-foot bar. So I'm going to show you how to change a bar on this Stihl. So let's get to it, I guess. So this is a Stihl MS441. And to take the bar off, obviously you're going to need a chainsaw tool. So these are, if you've never used one of these before, if you have a chainsaw you have to get one. A screwdriver for adjusting the tension, a spark, tool for a spark plug, and as well as fitting those. So very important tool if you have a chainsaw. So first of all, we're going to loosen up our double jam nuts there and take those off. And that'll allow access to the plate to come off. And it's pretty simple. You just pick up your bar. Let me come around here where I can get a better angle on it. Just kind of wiggle it up and out, and push it back, and pop it out of the sprocket there. Alright, kind of get that lined up somewhat. And just in reverse here. Actually, I should probably clean that up a hair before I stick that in there. So let me go grab my, my brush. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is just take our chainsaw tool here and just scrape off all the real big stuff. And this is just a cheap, I don't know, 50-cent paintbrush. But I actually carry that in my wedge pouch because it works great for when you're getting ready to fill, for dusting around your fuel caps and getting all that, especially on this one for the oil, because it tends to collect a lot of sawdust and grime in there where you have a lot of oil on there. So it works great for getting all of the bits and pieces out of there, so you don't get sawdust in your fuel tank. Anyhow, got this cleaned up. Okay. Just kind of do this in reverse. Kind of somewhat lined it up on our bar. Which is easier said than done. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to. This little piece right here is your adjustment, and it fits in these holes right here. So I gotta bring that back a little bit so this bar will fit on. On my 36-inch bar, I've got to adjust it out pretty far for the slack in the chains, but it's a little tighter on this 24-inch bar. Okay, as you can see, it kind of slotted in there. Oops. Let's make sure we're in the sprocket there on the end. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're in the sprocket down here on the end. We've lined up our little pin, and now we can take our adjuster and start to tighten that out a little bit. Come on, you little bugger. There we go. Okay, got it somewhat tight in there. We'll put our cover back on. Okay, and that cover will kind of hold it in place, so we can kind of finish tightening that now. Drop the slack on our chain, and then we'll go ahead and cinch this down to where we want it. And don't ever over tighten these, just snug them both up and you'll be good. And voila, we now have a 2-foot bar back on our chainsaw.